Welcome to the Lion's Den. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, bro, remember months, I think it's been months where I was telling you I was out walking my dog and I twisted my ankle. Do you remember that?
No, you vaguely.
Okay, so that was a while back. It was so lame, man. Like, back in the day when I used to play basketball and stuff, I would always hurt my ankle. Like, even when I used to skateboard, I used to twist my ankle. But it was always like, it took a lot, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then the last time I literally was walking my dog, and then I stepped over a curb, and then my foot landed where the curb was falling over, and I twisted my ankle, cracked it, and it bruised it. And I was like, man, that's the worst pain ever. I'm like, I'm never doing that again. I'm gonna be super careful every time I take a step. And quarantine, man, gained about, since like my average weight, I've gained about 7 pounds or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, heavy boy. So anytime some little pain, if I hurt my ankle or something, it's gonna be worse because of that weight. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
The other day, all right, I kid you not, it's gonna be lame. It's gonna sound so lame. So I was walking up my stairs. Well, no, I was walking down my stairs. I don't know what I was doing. I was going up or down. I don't remember. And my foot, my right foot was like, like say this is the stair, right? This is the edge of the stair. My right foot landed right here, and then I slid, and I twisted my right ankle the other day. And man, it just hurt. It hurt a lot. Right now, it doesn't hurt anymore, which surprised me. I thought when I woke up, I thought it was gonna be like last time, where it was like my whole foot was like bruised up and everything. And I was like, man, this is so lame, dude. Is this what happens when you after you hit your 30s, dog? Like, you literally just slip on a banana peel and you bust yourself up. It's just ridiculous, man.
Welcome to the Lion's Den podcast, ladies and gentlemen, where Mike is just realized that he's old as dirt. We are your co-hosts. One's old AF apparently, and the other one is trying to be in denial.
We're the same age,
old,
dog.
So I know that part. Welcome to the podcast. Mike O, Money Compton. You know what to do. You know how to find us. What's good, man? Outside the fact that you out here busting your ass and getting old.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, dude. I keep hurting myself, like literally, because like that day when I did that, I've been just, trying to stay in shape over here, right? So we're still utilizing the Apple Fitness Plus platform. I believe you are. I think I just saw you do a HIIT workout today with the homie Jamie Ray.
I did. I mean, lowest to low keys. People don't. Well, I don't even know if I told you this. So I haven't touched weights probably in like a good year for sure, because we were in quarantine. So I was doing actually more swimming and cardio and stuff like that. So I wasn't doing any type of weight training. But I bought some dumbbells, which the adjustable speed dumbbells, which by far are probably the easiest $350 investment that I've made this year for $350. So
dude, you're getting like increment like the dumbbell weights and increments on one freaking or two pieces.
Exactly.
So it's
exactly. So it goes up to, I think, like 55 pounds, and it goes all the way down to, I think, 10 or 12 pounds. So it's not a bad buy. It was literally a spur of the moment thing. Like, had to stop what I was doing to go pick them up because gym equipment is just is scarce right now.
It's still scarce.
It's slim pickings. So the fact that I was like, I told the dude, I was like, bro, is there any kind of way you can hold them for me? I'll be there in 30 minutes. And he was like, yeah, that's no problem. So shout out to the homie at Dick's Sporting Goods to make that happen. I had to go all the way on the strip to get them too, because apparently that's the closest Dick's. Well, that was only Dick's. So I thought there was 3 Dick's here in Las Vegas, but apparently there's only 2. There's a third one opening up, but I thought there was another one at this one mall, but apparently they closed down, or I don't know. I know there was one.
Shout out to the homie at the Dick's in Vegas, right?
Yeah, you know who you are, for pulling that to the side, because I think it was the last one in the city. And I mean, adjustable dumbbells right now are just ridiculous. So
they're hard to find, man. You got to literally call the stores like every day.
every day.
or
I was calling
find out
Costco
when
every
their
day.
shipment or when their shipment days are, right? I think out here like Big Five is every Wednesday. So when I was looking at the time, they're like, yeah, man, hit us up on Wednesday and then we'll let you know
Right.
if we got a new one in. But it's literally like one or two here and there, and you just be lucky if you pick it up or not.
Costco had the Bowflex ones that those were the ones I really wanted. And Costco told me that they had two of them there. And I was like, I'm on the way. And Costco's legit probably like 5 minutes away from my house. So I go there and I don't see them. So I asked the lady and it was like, oh, yeah. She was like, our inventory is not updated. We don't know when we're getting the next set. So I was just like, oh, okay. So I was kind of just taking it as an L. And I happened to just kind of Google the Bowflex joints, and they showed me that the NordiTrack ones, which are they're the exact same thing. So I ended up getting those. It was on the spare of the moment thing. So yeah, so I did my first strength training last Thursday with, I believe, Dustin, and it was good. It felt pretty
Wait, Dustin does strength training? Are you sure it's
I don't
Dustin?
know who it was. What's the other guy's name?
We got Greg, then we got Kyle.
Greg is
Greg, the bald dude, right?
Yeah, the bald dude, the guy that was like a ballroom dancer.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this strength training. I was like, all right, cool. This is no different than any other training I've done on Apple Fitness Plus. So you were like, I told you, you asked me how it went, and I was like, yeah, it was fine. I didn't see anything wrong. I felt like it was a good workout. I said, yeah, I feel good. And so you were like, I do one with Kyle, and I was like, okay. So I
he'll kill you, man. He'll kill you.
Yeah. So Friday, I did one with Kyle, and I literally that was the first time that since I've been using Apple Fitness Plus, where I was like, bro, I need a break. Like, I can't do all the reps. Like, I can't finish. Like, I can't. And
a lot of his, he don't give you breaks either. You know, it's like
yeah. So I was like, what's going on here? Like, it was literally just nonstop for 20 minutes and just straight lifting. No, like I felt like I was speed lifting, which I don't even know if that's a thing, but I felt like I was speed lifting rather than working, like focusing on my form. And Saturday morning, bro, I was shot. Like, my shoulders were shot, my hamstrings were shot. It was legitimately a full body workout, but yeah, I was shot and I was done for 2 days. Like, today's Wednesday. I'm just now feeling about 70%. So
that's because you haven't done it in a while. So
right.
So for me, I was doing like traditional like strength training, like routines, right? Like a push pull routine. That's what I was doing.
Right.
Like one day all push movements, one day all pull movements, and then so I did that back to back, and then skipped the day all cardio. Then did that Thursday, Friday. Then weekends was whatever. So I was doing that. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just utilize this Apple Fitness Plus strength training platform. I mean, the platform to use the strength training aspect, right? And I did it and you know, I was telling you, I did HIIT, right? And I enjoyed it. So to me, strength training reminds me of like HIIT in a way, but like with weights, you know? And I liked it it was fun, right? But honestly, so using the same weights the whole time, they're gonna have you do like if they have you do like a row or something, right? Generally with rows, you can lift way more weights than with like a shoulder press or a bicep curl, right? So they're using the same weight. So a lot of times you're gonna be using, at least this is from my experience, a lighter weight for the rows than you generally could handle. Because then after you do the rows, then you're doing like a shoulder press or like a bicep curl. So my main thing was, I didn't feel like I was getting that much out of the compound movement of the row because I was using the same weight to do like a shoulder press. So for me, like I got a good workout. My heart rate got up. It was nice. I felt pretty good. But then I never really was sore, honestly. Like I like only maybe my shoulders, because they emphasize shoulders too much, man. Like shoulders and legs. That's they emphasize that a lot. So I was doing that for a while. And then like this past week, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go back to my traditional push, pull, back to back, just like so I can take my time. Because to your point, what you said, right? Like you just felt like, you know, the form didn't really matter.
With Kyle, at least. With Kyle, at least. I felt like with Greg, I felt like there was a little bit of formality or some form of order, as opposed to, and it's no shade. Like it's not no shade to either one. It was just, would I run Kyle back? Probably. I'd run that back. But I probably need to get a little bit more, getting back up to speed again, up to what I'm used to doing. But as far as far as with Greg, I think it's just a little bit more methodical. It's a little bit more breaks in between, as opposed
Yeah,
to Kyle. Is
he
just
slowed it down. Like Greg was
yeah,
like slower pace, but like at the same time for me, like I think I prefer. Well, I do prefer just doing my own thing and not following. I
right,
always was
right,
like that. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. It's fun. But like the other
right,
day, I just did my push routine. When I'm taking my time, did my bench press. That's one thing they don't emphasize. Also, is chest workouts. So I was doing my I did bench press, 4 sets of 10. I used the adjustable dumbbells like the ones you got.
right,
Mine are faux flex. And then no, so I just did my whole push routine, and I'm like, okay, cool. That wasn't that bad. Let me see how I feel. Next day, I was busted, man. I was so sore, like my chest. I was like, oh wow. So what that tells me is, because here's the thing. Like I'll do bench press, right? Bench press is a push exercise. I'll load up maybe 40 pounds or something, right?
right,
And
right,
then
right,
and then my after that I'll do a shoulder press, but I'm not going to use 40 pounds. Like
right,
if it's in a strength training class on Apple Fitness Plus, they say, hey, use a medium or heavy weight. Well,
right,
okay, I'm going to use probably 20 pounds, right? Okay, 20
right,
pounds. Do bench press with 20 pounds with a bridge or whatever. I don't feel crap. I don't feel anything because then afterwards I'm doing a shoulder press,
right,
bicep curl, a shoulder press or something with 20 pounds. In this situation, when I'm doing my own routine, I'm like, you know what? Bench press, I can lift way more than that. So I'm doing 40. I'm
right,
pushing myself. Shoulder press, yeah, I'll probably be like 20 pounds right now or something. Because I don't like to overload my shoulders. I got bad shoulders. So
right.
I got more out of that just because I was able to have variety in terms of how much weight I'm pushing, depending on the type of exercise. That's the only thing I don't like about the strength training. Is like some areas I feel like get a little neglected because you can push more in certain workouts, certain exercises versus
Right.
others, but they're using the
Right.
same across the board. That's why I feel like it's more like a cardio with a little bit of weights, a little bit of resistance.
Yeah, and like I said, I've only done two. I may try one tomorrow, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes out. But I mean, it's not a bad. It's different and it's fine. I
It's
don't
good.
see.
Different routine for you.
It's good.
Mix it up.
It's different. Yeah, and like you said, I've been doing more hit and yeah, that's really all I've been doing actually. Hit and yoga. I mean, which I haven't even really done yoga as much recently, but I think that'll probably change as well. But yeah,
Hey,
it's
what?
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
What were you about to say?
Oh. Hey, finish it, man. Go finish your statement. I'll cut in when you're done.
No, I was done actually.
Oh, you're done. Okay. No, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, surprisingly, one thing that I actually like, one of the exercises that I really do like on the Apple Fitness Plus platform, treadmill. So surprising. Like I hate like, when I used to go to the gym all the time, I hated the treadmill. Like I never wanted to
Right.
go on that thing. I absolutely
Right.
hated it. I was like, all
Right.
right, let me just get on this for 10 minutes just so I can warm up and let me get my lifting. Man, on the Apple Fitness Plus, it gives you the option to run or walk. Right now, I'm a walker dog. I'm a walker
Right.
100%. So but it's good. It's not boring by any means. Like they'll go, hey, if you're running, this is the incline. If you're walking, obviously a higher incline because you got to put in more work.
Right.
But
Right.
even if you're walking, you're putting in work, and it's actually really fun. I don't know why, man. I don't know. I actually enjoy it more than bike, man. If I have to be honest, I actually
That's what's
enjoy it more than
gonna.
bike.
That's what was gonna be my next probably purchase. Barring whether our government wants to hook us up with this 1400 or not. That's what I was gonna.
Yeah, meet the
but
requirements, don't you?
I mean, I should meet them, but we'll see. But anywho, that's neither here or there. But yeah, Apple Fitness Plus, we're still rocking it. It's still going. So, and I don't
If
think it's gonna
anybody
stop
has
me.
that thing and has a treadmill, try it. Seriously, the treadmill's fun. Like I actually, my running game is hideous, right? I'm really bad.
Right.
The heavier you are and the more out of
Right.
shape you are, the harder it is too, because you gotta carry all that weight with you. If you're like a
Right.
skinny bone person, you can run a little faster, even if you're not the best in shape. But if you're heavier,
Right. Right.
it can be a little rough. So I was
Right.
just doing a lot of walking. I actually did my first running one. It was just a 10-minute. I didn't want to,
Right.
do too much. So I usually do like a 20 or 30-minute walk, but this time I did a 10-minute and I just chose running. And I actually did it, man. I went through the whole thing. I felt really accomplished just because I'm just not a runner. And
Right.
one of the reasons I was able to is because it was just fun. Like when I'm in the gym, when I used to go on the treadmill, I had a hard time just doing it. Half the reason is because I get tired, but the other half really is I'm just bored.
Right. Right. Right.
So this
Right.
keeps
Right.
me engaged and it's really helpful. So yeah, I mean, there's end of story. Like Apple Fitness Plus is so much variety. They need to throw in that elliptical eventually. They gotta.
They got
So,
to. And I think I hope they do it sooner than later, because if not, then your boy's probably gonna end up buying a bike.
You should get a bike, man. Bike's good, man. I literally just biked today. It's good. Switch it up, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I just haven't been.
It's a different vibe, man. It's different
Yeah,
vibes, dude.
yeah.
Like the hit's good, full movement. Sometimes, like, man, I don't know. It's just different feeling. Like spin, like when I did the bike class today, man. It's a beast. Like it's all a beast.
Right.
It's all different types of beasts. So you get to fight different beasts, and it's good, man. It gets boring if you do the same thing over and over, and
Right.
you don't get as much out of it if you just keep doing the same thing. So switching it up all the time is awesome. So
agreed. So with that being said, you got a dope or nope, don't you?
I do have a dope or nope, and it's funny, man. It gives me a workout too. I mean, that's not why I got it, but
I've seen it. Yeah.
Right here, baby. Right here.
So you got the Oculus, right?
Yeah, the Quest 2. So
Quest 2, okay.
I'm not gonna bring the headset out here, but yeah, man, this thing right here, dude. Let me take my glasses off. Ba-bow. Look at this, man.
How long is the battery power on that? The battery life on that?
It only lasts like 3 hours.
That's not bad. You shouldn't be playing that.
Honestly, that's all you need. That's all
I'm gonna say you shouldn't be playing that 3 hours at a time anyways. Really, maybe more than hour.
1 hour. 1 hour. That's it. Like I was I had the PSVR.
Yeah.
And I say the Oculus Quest 2 is way better, just for the simple fact that it's wireless, right? Like the PSVR has so many wires. There's like you got to connect the VR
to a mini PS. To the mini system.
Box. Then the box goes on the PlayStation. Yeah, it's just, and then there's wires, so you kind of limited in your movement. Like if you're doing like a 360 movement, sometimes the wire.
You got to be an X amount of way. Oh, and you need a camera for the
it comes with the camera, so you need to be in the camera too. So yeah, I mean it's cool.
And you can't be so far, and you can't be so close.
Yeah. So for this one, for the Oculus, you put it on, you turn it on, and then it tells you, hey, let's confirm where the floor is, right? So you just bring the handles down as far as it can go, and then once it hits the floor, you hit confirm. Then after that, it says, hey, are you stationary? Because if you're stationary, you're just sitting in one place, and it doesn't need to do anything. But if you're moving, you actually you outline a circle around your body. So so it knows exactly how much space you have. So it's a safety feature. So if the table's in front of me, I'm gonna outline in front of it, so I never run into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they always do that when you first boot it. And some games I played so far, this game called Thrill of the Fight. So it was a boxing game, dude. So remember I told you when I was talking, I was like, on that Monday, I did like my push workout, and I was so sore the next day. I'm like, man, I ain't working out today. I'm about to do this boxing game, bro. I gassed, dog. I did this 3-minute fight with this dude. So I was trying to knock the dude out so hard in the first round. Dude, I gassed. He wouldn't knock out. Hitting him with right hook, body shots, left hook, uppercut, and and then after the first round, like 3 minutes passed, and I'm like, oh man, I've used all my energy. I'm like, dude, I gotta, and then it has a timer, like, you get in the corner for a little bit, like a minute or whatever. And then I was like, oh crap, the bell's about to ring again. Like it felt like a real fight. I'm like, oh man, this is why you don't just Conor McGregor it in the first round, you on gas. And then it's the second round, and I was like, my arms were heavier. Like I went all 3 rounds, and wow, man, that was a workout. I actually tracked it on my Apple Watch. Like I played that for about 20 minutes, and I burned like 200 and some calories. Crazy.
It's not bad at all. Does it have like any metrics where it can count that kind of stuff for you on there, or?
Not that I know of. I mean, you have a fitness tracker. You can kind of track it while you're doing it. But there's also like there's a game that's called like Fit XR or something like that, where it's literally a game. But I think it's like it's like boxing simulation. But you just like if something comes and it's time you do a hook, you do a hook, you do a hook.
Right.
And I think it might track, but it won't track your heart rate because it doesn't have a heart rate monitor on there. But it might track your workouts or whatever. But there's like 2 apps on there that's fitness related. And then I got this one game called Vader Immortal. So you're like you're going against like a Star Wars base. Yeah, so you have a lightsaber. Right. There's like a dojo mode where you just kind of have a lightsaber, you have your force, and there's like stormtroopers coming at you, they're shooting at you, you deflect the shots. It's crazy. It's like you have the lightsaber out, you deflect the shots, hit them. It's real crazy. But like I said, yeah, 1 hour limit at most. I feel like anything more than that, I think you need to take a break. And that's
Right,
why
right.
like when the battery only lasts 3 hours, that's reasonable. That's really
That's
reasonable.
real. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real. That's fine.
So
Yeah.
man.
I've seen nothing but good things about it. My friend actually was asking me if I was getting one. I was like, there's only one person I know that has it, and it's Mike, and I haven't talked to him about it even on our own offline. So I kind of wanted to pick your brain because I had the PlayStation VR, and it's not bad, but it's not good either. It's hit or miss depending on some of the games that you play. So
Well, I
I
mean,
felt
you got
like
the little ball things. I mean, those things are kind of outdated because basically how the VR works on a PlayStation is you have these balls and then the camera detects the balls and that's how it detects your movement. On this Oculus
Right.
Quest 2, you have the two holders as a joystick. It detects your thumb movements. Like it detects everything. Detects all your fingers. Like
Right.
I even tried this game on there called Population 1 where it's kind of like a Fortnite kind of game where it's like
Right.
a group of people. You literally pick up a gun, you load it, you
Right.
load it, and then you cock it and you shoot with it. It's like so in
Right.
terms of like being immersed in this VR like
Right.
environment,
Right.
the Oculus Quest 2 is hands down better. But the PS
Right.
VR does have some fun games like the Iron Man game.
I didn't play that. How was that? Was that any good?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's fun. But like I said, the one thing that's distracting about it, and you can't avoid it, is just the wires, man. Like, 'cause if you're moving around, and then the headset's right here, and it's just like dangling off
Right.
of you. And
Right.
it's
Right.
like
Right.
it gets in the way. Like my son was playing it, and sometimes he would step on it, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa," you know.
Was that game like a longer game? Like, was it a nice? Was it a full game or was
Iron
it?
Man,
Yeah.
never beat it yet.
Oh.
Didn't beat it yet.
So the reason why I was asking because like that Batman Arkham Asylum joint, that game was literally you could finish that in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Not
No,
five
it's
minutes,
not.
like within 20 minutes. It's like a 20-minute game.
It's I'll tell you, Iron Man's longer than that. So I'll
Yeah.
tell you, it's longer than that. And I mean, I guess it depends if you just strictly focus on trying to beat the game. I don't know how long the story mode is because there's other things like you can just chill in Iron Man's mansion. That he has like a punching bag, and so you can kind of hit
Yeah.
that. There's a treadmill. You're gonna interact with different things. So there's that'll kind of give you more time. I don't know if you just focus straight on story. I don't know how long it would take to beat though.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, like that Batman game was like I kid you not, it was probably like a legit easy 20 to 25-minute game. And that's the only reason I was asking. So
Wait, I mean,
so.
what can you do after? Like, is there anything you can do?
Nothing.
Oh,
There's
that's
nothing
it?
you can do. There's nothing you can do.
Is it like an old game? Is like one of the first games where they kind of just
It was one
testing
of the
out
first
VR
games
system?
it was one of the first games when VR dropped, but I thought like they would have followed up. But I think Sony may have dropped. Like I think they realized that the launch for VR wasn't really they were ahead of the game. And I think it kind of fell flat. And I think they didn't move as many units. So I think a lot of game developers probably kind of steered away from getting into the VR game with Sony. So
Is is the PSVR compatible with the PS5?
somebody asked that question. I think the answer that Sony gave was no. I could be
No.
wrong.
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
let's find out right now.
Because I honestly do. I want to trade in that damn Series X and give me a PS5. At this
Let's
point,
see.
I'm just being honest with you. Because my
Oh, the
PS4
PSVR does work on the PS5.
Oh,
So yes,
cool,
the PSVR does work on PS5. So far, we know that you'll be able to enjoy native PS5 releases and backwards compatible PS4 games using PSVR on PlayStation
Word.
5.
I like that.
So that's not bad then. So then yeah, you can't then.
Dude, my PS4 is crap in the bed, dude. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like it doesn't. I think it's goodbye. So it's like I still
You gonna get the
like,
5?
I want to get the 5. I want to get rid of the Series X. I want to trade it in and get the 5. Honestly,
Oh, you
I
got
don't.
the
I mean,
Series X?
no, I like it, but I don't really play it enough. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm on my PC a lot, playing games on my
Right.
PC. But
Right.
my son plays like Fortnite or whatever with his cousin, and he plays it on our PS4. And then
Right.
when it wasn't working, I was like, hey, we have it on the Xbox. He's like, man, I don't want the Xbox. I'm like, man, come on, dude. He don't even like it. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, it's a cool system. It's just that. So remember, you know how every month you get 2 free games on the when you're a PS Plus subscriber.
Yeah, which I need to be utilizing it more. Yes. I know
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
and there's a lot of good games that I actually downloaded with that subscription. Obviously, I didn't renew the subscription because I got an Xbox now, so I signed up for that.
Right.
Yeah, so all the games that I downloaded, they don't work anymore, obviously, right? So it's like,
Wow.
dang, man. So And then just I don't know, man. I just like the PS5. I don't know. I think I just like the PlayStation format a little more. Like, the Xbox Series X. The cool thing, the Game Pass. That's a really cool feature.
You're right.
But if we being honest, and I'm just being honest, right? It's cool. You get more stuff obviously with that than like a PS5,
Right.
PS Plus subscription. But a lot of the games on there, especially like the EA games, they're old games. You really gonna be playing it? Like, and then if you download it, like what a problem I came with that has happened with me is, I'll go crazy. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna download this. I'm gonna run out of space. Then it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna delete this. I'm like, am I even gonna play this? It's like such an old game. Like, maybe I'll play it
Right.
once, then I don't play it no
Right.
more. So it's like it's a cool thing, but I think it's like a perfect example of when you have so much stuff where it's like might not even be like worth it, honestly.
The EA titles are really, really interesting. Like I keep saying I'm gonna play the Dead Space series again because I loved them, but I haven't. Bro, I can't even tell you when was the last time I turned on my Xbox. Honestly, I think after I beat Gears 5, that was kind of it for me. But
Gears
I still
5 was pretty fun, dude. That was a fun game.
Watch Dogs, I still got Watch Dogs Legion to beat, so I'll get back to it. I mean, it's I'm not selling it, I'm not getting rid of it. It's just collecting dust. Which
you know what's funny, man? So Gears 5 comes with that Game Pass or whatever.
Exactly.
But honestly, like all the other games that downloaded off the Game Pass, I don't really care for that much. If I'm being honest, like
Forza is a good game.
Forza's good, but it's like
that's a game that I like to play like when I'm passing time, like if I need to get ready to go somewhere, but I don't have like time to play an actual
I'm more
game.
into like Need for Speed or something. I'm more into the arcade.
Gran Turismo's better.
Oh, way better. Gran
Turismo's way better, and I'm waiting for that to come out on the 5. But I like Forza. It's not a bad game. It's okay to me.
It's okay, but here's the thing though. Here's what's funny, right? So Gears 5 I love so much, and I kind of don't plan to keep the subscription going just because I don't play it enough.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? But I do want Gears 5. So I found Gears 5 on Best Buy's website. Literally on the website, new. I got it for $5.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, you're paying a subscription. When you think about it, you're paying a subscription.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
These
I was
games,
thinking this. Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna play most of them, and the ones I do want, I can get for like $5.
That's true.
So it's like, yeah, and everyone I know is on the PS, man. Like,
I've been trying to tell you that you didn't want to get it from the get-go, though.
I know, but hey, here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing about life. The beautiful thing about life is you can try new things and see if it works out, see if it's something you like. And you know what? Yeah. I haven't been on an Xbox since the 360, right? So I was like, you know what? Give it a try. It's not a bad system at all. If you're
if you're in
the Xbox ecosystem, it's a great system. But for me, I just don't care. I don't play it enough for me to care. And I've had PlayStations since the PS2, PS3. So I'm just used to it. So I'm like, if I'm gonna have a next gen system, I think I'll just rather have a PS5. You know what I mean? So that's just me. But yeah, I mean, I guess to end that dope or nope segment, hey, the Oculus Quest 2 is a definite dope, man. Like PSVR is pretty dope, but compared to the Oculus Quest 2 is leaps and boundaries better. Like, it's just a better experience. If you feel so free, you can play anywhere you want. I can go downstairs in the living room. I can go in the hallway. Dope. I can be in here. I can be
That's
anywhere.
That's a game changer right there. Yeah, that's definitely a game changer.
And the games on there, there's some pretty cool games on there. Pretty fun, and a lot of them actually get like what we were talking about earlier, Apple Fitness Plus, man. Like the VR system, I mean, it's cool. Like a lot of people say, hey, when you game, you just sit in the couch and you're lazy and you're fat. Nah, man, VR, bro, you bust a sweat, man. It's actually gets you physically
engaged.
Physically engaged and then visually too. It's like all there. So it's kind of fun, you know.
Right, I feel it. Yeah, I mean,
just keep it at limit, you know, but it's fun. Dope.
I agree. So I've been I've been having my eye on that. So we'll see if I end up copping it, but I've been interested in it. So I'm glad that I know someone that has it, so we can go from there. But
just get the 64 gig. You don't need to.
That's exactly what I was going to do. Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to do. There's no need for that. So, yeah.
256 is overkill, way overkill.
I think so. Yo, what's up with this 2 mask rule? Have you been hearing about this?
Yeah, man. I tried it on today, man. I can barely breathe, man. It was hard, but
really?
No, not really. I mean, it's kind of goofy, man. I mean, so what they're saying, like 1 mask you get like 40% protection. So what 2 masks give you 80, I guess. I don't know, man. But so should we wear 3 then? You know, might as well get it
I
to
just
100.
find it. I just find it hella weird that like initially we're in COVID literally for a whole year now. Like
Yep.
we've been in COVID for a year now, and we went from, oh, you guys don't need to wear masks, it's totally fine, to no, you guys need to wear masks. Gloves aren't necessary, but as long as you're wearing like a cloth mask, then you should be fine, and yada yada yada. And now like a whole year later, it's now, well, you should wear 2 masks because wearing a mask isn't really that effective as we first thought. Like I told this to somebody the other day. I was like, I wish people would just shut up and just not say anything until they get all their facts straight. And I feel like just all of this information that they're trying to spew out when they really don't even know what they're dealing with has been somewhat of an overkill. And I think it's gotten people.
It is. You're right.
I think that it's gotten people to be like hella either panicky, or people to be, people who want to be conspiracy theorists, to want to question everything. It just gives them more ammo to kind of say, well, see, this is exactly why we shouldn't be wearing a mask, yada yada yada. It just makes things more difficult. If everyone just should have just shut it up and just sat back and was like, hey, we're still trying to do some research on this. We'll figure, when we have some new information, we'll follow up with you guys. But every day they wanted to say this would do, this will work, this won't work. And now I don't know if there's enough resources to even do 2 masks. So
hey man, somebody got to pay for these masks, bro. They're one use only, man. Come on, man. I buy a 50 pack, supposed to last one person about 30 days, like a month or whatever, a month and a half. Man, I'm gonna be doubling up on that, bro. Come on, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, something just doesn't make sense to me about the whole situation. But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, kind of off.
If they want, if I gotta wear 2 masks to keep living life, or to get through this whole pandemic, I mean, sure, I'll do it. But I'm kind of getting to the point where it's just like, bro, like, when are we gonna start finding actual factual like answers to some of these questions that we have? Like, I feel like, I feel like it's just too much information. Everyone's trying to be the first on trying to break this COVID situation, but no one really knows, and it's kind of sad.
It is sad, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Also news articles, man. I mean, sometimes I've seen some where it's like, hey, this kid died after testing positive for COVID, but then the reason for death is unknown. We're waiting on the corner. I'm like, then why did you put the article up, man? Like, because that's literally causing people to freak out, causing people to fear and fear. It's like fear mongering. I'm just like, man, come on, just. So I mean, it is a frustrating time, but hey, man, it's a lot of unknowns. So I mean, I'm 100% sure that if you have 2 masks on instead of 1, that you'll be far more protected. But
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean, I don't know if you need science to figure that out. I mean, it's pretty common sense. Like, one thing I noticed, like, for example, I have my phone out, right? So I had a mask on, I was out and about, and there was like a piece of lint on my screen, and I forgot I had my mask on. Usually I just would go blow it off, and I was trying to blow it off with my mask on, and it wouldn't come off. I'm like, well, hey, this mask is obviously keeping particles from coming out. It's obviously doing something, because I can't blow this lint off my screen. So I'm pretty sure if you have 2 of them mugs on, it'll help.
Right.
But is it overkill? Might be. Who knows, man? Especially with vaccines coming out and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna implement. I mean, if they require that of us, then yeah, fine. I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna do whatever.
1,000% agree.
Whatever helps
the cause.
Everyone around me. This is like our society. Whatever helps. But
1,000% agree. Yeah, but as far as like, if they want me to, if they're making it mandatory, then absolutely, I'm totally down for it. But as far as them recommending it, okay, like, you guys have recommended a whole bunch of stuff for the last year, and it hasn't gotten any better. So
it's a good rap name. Worse. It's a good rap name. 2 masks.
Yeah, it could be. You got 2 chains and 1 not. So
2 masks.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else is on tap this weekend, or what else is going on?
What else is on tap? I mean, we got a pay-per-view coming up.
Zero interest. Don't care.
UFC 258.
Don't care.
Because you got Snoozman on deck. Is that why you don't care? Okay, so
And I like Burns,
I like Burns too.
but I can't do it. I have
Look,
zero interest in watching this.
I have interest in it, but I mean, if you look at the embeddeds, bro, like watch the embedded, watch episode 1, and you can see how much of how cringe Usman is, right? But then you see Gilbert Burns training, bro. He looked like he's training to fight Superman. That dude is legit like putting 1,000% on. Like you can tell, like he's really going for it. So you know it's gonna be a dog fight, unless Kamaru just hugs him and stomps on his feet. So
I just let me know how it turns out, bro.
But this is the thing. So I looked at the card, and I think the co-main was supposed to be Uriah Hall versus Chris Weidman,
But
and
that
I was
got
actually
pushed back.
yeah, because Weidman got COVID.
Weidman got
So
COVID,
I really wanted to see that fight because I really like both those dudes. And now when you look at the card, it's kind of thin. It's a very thin pay-per-view.
They can't put that on pay-per-view,
especially
bro.
the main card. Yeah, it's really thin. Like if you
because
look,
I think another main card just came off of it's not happening.
257. Oh, wait, what?
I think there was another fight on that card that just got pushed out too for COVID reasons as well.
Oh, really? Man,
I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know it's not heavy.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's not a top heavy card. I mean, I just look at the the co-main, the main, and then like the match before the main, the co-main, right? So
Right.
I think it's gonna be an underdog night. Look at right here. So these are the three.
Pedro Munoz versus Jimmy Rivera. That's off the main card now.
Yeah. So these are the three. Let me see. We get a good angle of it. So we got Kelvin Gastelum versus Heinisch down there. I think Heinisch is gonna win. Then you got Macy Barber versus Alexa Grasso.
So there's only 3 fights on the main card now?
No. But these are the 3 I care about, right?
Oh, gotcha.
So when you look at it, Kelvin Gastelum's the favorite, Alexa Grasso's the favorite, and Snoozman's the favorite. Like a heavy favorite. Snoozman is a minus 280 favorite. Burns is a plus 230. That's some good money right there on Burns. I think Burns can really do it, man. He ain't playing, bro.
I don't care.
Well, that's what I think.
Now, I want Burns to win. Because if Burns win, I think what is that? The middleweight champion he is? Is it welterweight? It's one of the.
No, well, wait. It's welterweight. Welterweight. My bad. 170.
One of the most stacked. Yeah, it's one of the most stacked divisions usually in MMA. So, there's a lot of different ways that division can go. You still got Masvidal running around. You still got one of the Diaz boys running around. You still got
Nate Diaz just got interviewed.
That's
you saw that interview? It was yesterday. He interviewed. It's on ESPN's MMA YouTube channel. You can watch the whole interview with Ariel Helwani. He wants to fight in 170. You don't even want to take part in 155 no more.
Right. So I think that there's a lot of different ways, but you gotta get that belt off. That he doesn't sell. He doesn't draw. He's not an entertaining fighter.
He doesn't sell.
And I was there when he won the belt against Woodley. I was there.
Yeah.
And it was a boring fight. And luckily that was not the main. I don't think it was the main event. No, it wasn't the main event. I forgot.
It wasn't the main event.
John Jones against Anthony Smith.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I don't like I don't try to hate too much.
I don't dislike him.
I dislike him. I don't like him as a fighter. I mean, he's probably a cool dude, but he's boring in the octagon, in my opinion. Because so there's different, right? There's different things. Like if you're a wrestler, right? If you're like a Usman wrestler, where you just kind of lay prey, that's whack. If you're a Habib type of wrestler, where you're taking someone down and you're beating the shit out of them while they're on the ground, like you're transitioning, you're getting into dominant positions, you're trying to submit them, you're trying to beat them up, that's fun. But when you're just Usman and you're just holding and then you're stomping feet, you're laying on top.
Even not to cut you off, even the Izzy versus Romero fight, that was a boring fight, but I think it was more because Izzy didn't want to take any chances, but he was still chopping the bejesus out of Romo's legs because
he's sticking
Romo
his
didn't
legs
want to.
on, yeah.
He didn't want to do anything. Like he basically kind of
Romero was like this
outpointed
the
him.
whole time. He was
Right.
standing there.
He kind of just outpointed him and just kind of just got the significant strikes and kind of just took the boxer who was the counterpuncher type of approach. But even then, that was still entertaining. And that was a bad fight. It was a boring fight.
Yeah,
but it was still a
anything
lot
can
more.
happen, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
were
still have
tuning
that.
into
Well, right. And I think with this Usman cat, like you know what's going to happen. You know what you're going to expect, and you're just going to know it's going to be a whole lot of hugging, a whole lot of A-town stomping going on, and
The only time he strikes, though, he does strike, but only when it's against another wrestler, right? That's when,
right.
like when he fought Kobe, neither of them wanted to test each other on the wrestling because they both have such great wrestling abilities. So,
Right.
what do you do when you both don't really? I mean, you don't want to grapple each other. You don't strike,
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, that was an exciting fight, but
Right.
given the
Broke that man's
situation,
jaw.
depends. Yeah. So it just kind of depends who. But here's the thing. Kobe was piecing him up too. So it's like his stand-up's not really that great. So I mean, you fighting against Burns, bro. Burns stand-up's good. He's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Right.
His takedown's pretty good. I think his takedown defense pretty good too. So he has all the tools to beat Usman. So that's what's interesting about it. But yeah, so the fight can go two ways, I feel like. Snooze fest or very exciting. Yeah. Just like Jorge, when he fought Jorge, you knew it was two ways. And I told you this when before they fought. I was like, it's gonna be a really boring fight, or Jorge's gonna bring it and it's gonna be crazy. Right. And it was a boring fight, but Jorge
took that fight in what, like in 5 days notice or something like that.
Yeah, not much notice, and I mean, I guess that the counter is like, hey, if Usman is hugging up against you, it's your responsibility to take him off, get him off you. Yeah, I get that, but come on, man, if you're not going in for the kill, it's just
I feel it. Yeah.
But
well, we're gonna run this back next week.
Yep, we'll see what happens, man. We can talk about that. Maybe I think another episode of WandaVision, so maybe we can talk about that series as well.
Yeah, it's finally starting to pick up.
It's picking up.
I'm with
0 to 100 real quick. So
real quick, bro.
real
quick, man. All right, tell them where can find you at, man.
I don't even remember. Where can they find me at? It's Instagram, man. It's the IamMike.o. That's where you're gonna find me.
And they can find me at the Gram at Money Compton.
There it is.
All right. Mask up. If you want to double up shouty.
Nah, man, we singling it out here.
Exactly.
If you want to double it, you can do it. I'm doing the single cheeseburger, all right?
Yeah, me too. Exactly. Facts. Peace and love.
Man. All right. Stay safe, everybody. Till next week, we out of here, man. Peace.